Welcome back to my channel, friends. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a tour of our home and garden this summer. I've been so excited to do this video, but also really nervous because this is like the first full tour that I've done of our home decorated since we moved in. If you have been following along, you know my husband and I bought our first home back in January, and it has officially been 6 months since we moved in. That feels so crazy to say because I feel like I blinked and here we are 6 months later. But over the past 6 months, we have been pouring so much love into this home. I have been slowly decorating and transforming this home into our dream little cottage. So today I'm going to share with you what we've done so far and how our home looks during summer 2025. One of the first spaces I fell in love with in this home is the dining room. When we walked in and saw this gorgeous wood ceiling and big open space, I could immediately envision so many memories made in this space. I could picture my vintage chandelier hung, our wooden hutch and table, and all of those special pieces that we have been collecting and working on. I could just envision all of that in this space, and it felt so meant to be. This space is definitely one of our most used rooms in our home, and every time we're eating in this space 2 to 3 times a day, and then when we have family over, every time that we're enjoying this space, I just think back to the day that we first walked into this room, and it's everything I could have envisioned using this space for. I feel like my vision just completely came to life in this room, and this space serves us so well. I recently added a few more baskets to the top of my hutch to fill that area in, and I haven't redecorated the inside of the hutch since back in the spring, so it still looks pretty much the same, but this just holds all of the dishes in it that I like to use on the table, our dinnerware, serving platters, creamers, and pieces like that. I also got a new tablecloth for the table. I feel like this gingham green ruffle tablecloth just really adds in a country feel to our dining room, and I love that this color will also transition so well into fall and Christmas. I got this back in the spring, so I feel like it really goes well with each season. I also wanted to mention I'm not completely in love with the placement of this green hutch over here on this wall. When I shared this dining room for the first time in one of my videos, several of you mentioned you didn't love the placement of this hutch here on this wall. And after living with this space for several months, I completely understand what you mean, and I do see that it's not the best placement for this piece just with the layout of the room, but for now I really don't have anywhere else to put this hutch, and it's very functional in this space. It holds a lot of special pieces, so for right now I'm going to leave it where it is. One of the special pieces it's holding is my mom's Lenox Village spice jar collection that she passed down to me. She collected all of these in her early 20s. These are all the original ones, and I'm so thankful she held on to these and passed them down to me. She kept all of her spices in these throughout my whole childhood. I still remember when she would get these out and like set them out on the counter when we were cooking, and the room would just smell like cinnamon and just all of these spices, and I thought these little jars were the cutest things ever. So I have a lot of memories attached to these jars, and I am so grateful to now have them. I thought it would be fun to insert a clip from our empty house tour that I filmed back in January. That video is on my channel if you want to go see the house before we moved in. But I thought a before and after would be fun. You can see the difference in the light fixture, the sconces on the wall, and how it looks now that we added all of our furniture. couple months ago, I thrifted this wooden peg rail and I hadn't done anything with it yet. I was kind of saving it to use in the kitchen, and I recently decided to hang it up. So I painted it blue, and I love how it looks here in our kitchen. It adds such a beautiful touch to this wall. I just hung it up with command strips. I really haven't done a ton to our kitchen. I just added some of my favorite floral thrifted mugs and a couple baskets, cutting boards, and functional things like that to this space. I plan to do more decorating in here with the upcoming holiday season. That's when I really will, I'm sure, decorate more, but I've just been focused on other projects that I really haven't decorated in here a ton. But I do always like to keep the kitchen pretty minimal anyway, so that there's lots of room for cooking and preparing meals. I just really like to keep it simple in this space. I will have the video where I recently painted our bathroom linked down below in the description box if you want to see how I painted this room, added these shelves, and made this bathroom a lot more functional. I recently also added a gold framed mirror. I replaced the medicine cabinet with that mirror that I already had from the last house that I thrifted a couple years ago, and I love how it turned out. I think it really brought the whole bathroom together. Now, I was hoping to have our bedroom finished before I filmed this home tour, but I've been working on this video for over 2 weeks now, and I'm really ready to just get it up for you all during July. So I had to put a pause on the bedroom makeover, and I will continue that this week, and you will see that in a video coming very soon. I didn't think that I was going to do this project until probably not even next year, but I already had this paint from where I had just painted the downstairs bathroom, so I decided to go ahead and use this beautiful color in here in our room, and I love how it turned out. Like I said, I'm filming a whole video on painting and decorating our bedroom, so stay tuned for that, but here is a little sneak peek to see what's to come. The next room in our home is my little office slash craft room area. I also did a whole video on this room back in May where I wallpapered this room, painted the trim, and decorated this space, so I can have that linked below as well if you want to see the process. One little change that I have made since that video is I did swap the placement of the bookcase with this dresser here on this wall, and I feel like the room feels not only bigger, but it also helped the space flow a lot better. And I simplified what is here on this desk, that way it's more functional for when I go to sew and create in this space. I wanted it to be a little bit more simple and minimal so that it felt more organized. So those are just a few changes that I've made, but I love how this space came together. If you watched my most recent thrift haul, this was one of the pieces that I found in that video, and I was so excited to find a spot for this in our home. So I hung this horse and chicken picture here above my armchair. We use this space so much. I sit here almost every morning. My husband sits here a lot. It's just a really good seating area. And I also recently thrifted, well, it was a couple weeks ago now, but this adorable little end table. This was originally sold at Target, and I thrifted this for only $20. I was so excited about this piece, and I feel like it really flows well with the style in our home. This little end table, the ottoman that I got on Facebook Marketplace that's in the living room, and then the bench in the dining room are the only 3 furniture pieces I have bought since we moved in. So it's crazy to think that we had all of this other furniture in our previous home that was less than half the size of this house. I feel like we were kind of collecting all of these pieces for this home all along. We just didn't even know it. For those 6 years we lived there, we were getting everything ready for this house all along. So I feel like it was so meant to be that way. And it's crazy how well everything fit and found a home in this house. Right off of the living room, we have this adorable little balcony. This is such a dream space. This is another one of the things that I just loved about this home, and now we get to enjoy it even more because my husband has been pressure washing this deck. He was actually working on it on the day that I filmed this, so if you see any spots on the windows of like water that splashed, he was in the process of pressure washing all of the siding and our balcony on this day. You can actually see parts of the railing where he hadn't got to yet, where it has like that black algae. I'm so excited that it's going to be cleaned off now and we can enjoy this space. It's going to be a lot more functional now that it is all clean. We've also dreamed up like eventually one day we might possibly extend that balcony and make it even bigger, enough for like more patio furniture and a grill and things like that. But that's just an idea for later on down the road. I think that would be super fun, but for right now I'm super excited to find some furniture to go out here to fit the space. And now you enter our living room. Oh my goodness, this is my dream living room space. All this natural light is just breathtaking. I can't get over this room every single day, and also having all of this space. I never thought that we would have such a spacious living room. It just feels so cozy, but also so open. Again, with all the windows and all the natural light. We do still need to get 4 more blinds for the other side of the living room. We will eventually get those to go on the other side to match the ones we have over here where the light pours in the most. And then on this wall, we have a gallery wall. This room was added on to the back of the house. So this used to be the exterior of the house and there was a window here. So they put in this little shelf here where the window was, and this is such a fun little cubby to decorate. On this gallery wall, we just have artwork and prints that we have collected over time that just spoke to us. One of my favorites is this picture of these 2 dogs. I feel like maybe their owner had this painted of them. It's an oil painting, and I got this at Goodwill for only $14.99. Finding special pieces for our home like this one is just so much fun. I'm so thankful for the journey of getting to create this home and all of the memories that we have made along the way, as we have found pieces like this one that we love to go in our home. I'm sure that many of you feel the exact same way as you are decorating your own homes. The journey of it all is truly just so special, and I'm feeling beyond grateful. If you are in the process of collecting pieces for your own home that tell a story and that just bring you joy, let me know in the comments below what one piece you have found recently this summer is that you were just so excited about. I would love to read through those comments and hear from you all. I want to hear some of your special pieces that tell a story that you are just so excited to add to your space. So let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear. Now let's head outside and I'm going to share with you our July 2025 garden tour, our very first garden at this home. I'm so thankful that we were able to create this space this year, our first year in our new home. It just worked out so well that we moved in at the beginning of the year, so we had time to prepare our garden for 2025 in this new space. This was also our very first time gardening in raised beds, and we love it so much. It truly feels like stress-free gardening. We are just able to really enjoy this garden and it not be overwhelming with so much work like our previous garden. So I have my bed full of zinnias. I did all different colors this year, a few colors I've never done before, and I love how it turned out. And then in the next bed, we have all of our tomato plants. We have all different varieties. We also did a couple cucumber plants, and then we've already harvested all of our onions and most of our potatoes. I forgot to insert us harvesting those, but I just took a couple pictures of the day that we did that. We are also getting in lots of cucumbers, lots of jalapenos. So in this little space, we've been able to grow so much food already. And again, I'm just so thankful. I can't believe that it has turned out so well this year. And here is a look at our potatoes. I actually made some seasoned breakfast air fryer potatoes with this on the day that I harvested those. We have a little bird feeder here. We love to watch the birds, especially right out the kitchen window where you can see this flower bed and little bird feeder. Over here in the corner, I have this Queen Elizabeth cut rose. This is so pretty. I never imagined it would do this well its first year, but it is so beautiful. I can't wait to see how big this grows, and I hope it just takes over this whole area. It's so beautiful. If you have been following along, another project that we recently did is create a outdoor fire pit area in our backyard. I shared that in my previous video. So if you're interested in seeing how we made this space, I will have that video linked down below. But that is going to be it for our summer 2025 home and garden tour. Thank you so much for being here and for watching this video. I have so many ideas. My mind is just full of ideas of ways that I want to continue to decorate our home, things that I want to add, and just little things that I want to do here and there. But even though it will always be a work in progress, I really hope that you enjoyed seeing what we have done so far to make this space our own and to make it feel just like the little home that we've always dreamed of. Thank you so much for being here. I have so many video ideas. I just have a notebook full of ideas of things I want to share with you all coming soon. I really want to get back into thrifting and sharing with you lots of thrifting content like I used to. We have just been so completely immersed in all of these home projects and just really enjoyed being at home this summer. So I haven't been out thrifting a lot, but I want to start that back again soon because I do have some things that I want to look for and to bring you along for that. So stay tuned for that. I'm so excited to share all of that. And then also our bedroom project will be coming soon. Subscribe if you want to see all of that, and just also watch as we continue to decorate our home and make it our own. Thank you so much for watching this home tour, and I will see you in my next one. Also, really quick before we end the video, I had to insert a quick before and after of our baby boy Airshire's fresh new haircut that he just got for the summer. He is the cutest thing ever, so I wanted to insert this, and I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week.